Hello everyone there. I got a OU battle against my boy Chris. Well, no, this is a RU battle, actually. RU battle. Sorry about that, but I will be leading off with a Decidui or Decidui as people like to say. I also have a Beware Stylix, a Gigalith, Ninetales, and a Sticky Webs Arachnid. My boy Chris gonna be leading off with the Weezing, Jolteon. He also has an Electros, Rhyperior, Como, and a Florges. In this battle, as you can see, I do have a sand team, so it's gonna be Gigalith pretty much getting up the sand, and my boy Mega Stylix, who is in RU, coming in and putting in the work, who is Adamant, well, not Sheer Force, but Sand Force, so it's pretty much the same thing, but in sand. So first turn, I'm gonna be leading off with my boy Decidui, and he's gonna be leading off with Weezing. And the first thing I'm thinking is just trap this thing and beat it 1v1. So I'm gonna go for the Spirit Shackle first turn. He's gonna go for the T-Spikes. The T-Spikes is what I wanted to really trap him for, because I really didn't want him to get those up and didn't want them to stay up. So the next turn, he's gonna go for the Sludge Bomb as I go for the Spirit Shackle again. And I was debating on if I wanted to just beat him down with the Spirit Shackle, or do I want to get him down to as low enough HP to where I can hit him with the Z move, not the all out pummeling, but the Sinister Arrow Raid, the signature Decidui move. So I got him down to about he's about 10-15% right now, and he did hit me with the Pain Split, and that did bring his health up a little bit, and he did bring me down, whittle me down a bit with a Sludge Bomb. But I will be able to beat this thing 1v1 like the plan was. So I am up an early 6-5 as he does bring out the Jolteon here. I will go ahead and switch that out and go ahead and bring in my Arachnid. As I do bring in my Arachnid, I can go ahead and get up my webs, or I can go for physical stabbed attack, which is going to be doing a whole lot of damage to Jolteon. And I believe this Jolteon expects, and he did lock himself into Shadow Ball, thinking that I would maybe stay in with Decidui there, but I end up not doing that and bringing in my Arachnid. On this incoming switch to Como, I do end up getting up my webs. So I don't believe he has a form of hazard removal. No, he actually does have Florges, and everyone gets defog now, so he may have defog there. But I do get up my Sticky Webs. He goes for a Dragon Dance there, and of course Dragon Dance Como is quite terrifying, as it can just sweep through your entire team. So he's gonna get up a Dragon Dance. I'm gonna go for the Poison Jab there. And then the following turn, I will be going for another Poison Jab as he goes for another Dragon Dance, as he is trying to set up his sweep. I go for a Poison Jab because I am trying to get the 30% chance to get that poison, because I really don't have too much of an other way to deal with this thing, as much as I didn't want to admit here. So I do try to get that poison there, and I do end up getting lucky and getting it. So as I do get that, he will be going for the Dragon Claw the following turn, as my Arachnid did get up the webs and I did get the poison there with the Poison Jab. So he's gonna take a little bit more poison damage as I do bring in my Gigalith here. I can go ahead and get up my sand, and my Gigalith does have the Protect, so I easily can just go for the Protect and have his Como go for, or just take any more damage, residual damage from not the toxic, but the just regular poison. So he's gonna go for the Drain Punch there, and then he's gonna be taking some more sand damage and more poison damage. And I went for the Protect. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out here because I really don't want to lose my Gigalith at this point. So I'm gonna bring back in my Decidui on the off chance he does want to go for the Drain Punch. He's gonna end up missing here, but he does make a good play and ends up going for the Ice Punch and catching my Decidui and knocking that out. So he will be able to pick up another KO there. Unfortunately, making the good play going for the Ice Punch and not going for the Drain Punch, knowing I have Decidui in the back. So on the double down there, as he does go down to the poison, he will be bringing out Rhyperior on my Steelix, who I will be mega evolving. As he does switch out his Rhyperior, he's gonna go into Electros. I kind of predicted that he wouldn't stay in there, so I didn't go for the Earthquake after I mega evolved here. I end up going for the Iron Head, and of course Iron Head is resistant to Electros, but I really have no other move to hit it with. I do have the Dragon Tail on my Steelix, but I don't believe I have Rocks up yet, so I didn't really care to go for that. So I went ahead and after I hit him up with the Iron Head, I did about maybe a good 25 to 30%. I'm gonna switch straight into my Ninetales here, and he's gonna go for the Volt Switch. And as he goes for the Volt Switch, he's gonna be Volt Switching into his Florges. Then I'm gonna go ahead with my with my Ninetales. I did pick up a Poison. I am gonna go ahead and go for the Nasty Plot. And of course, after a Nasty Plot, things can get very, 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 very scary when it comes to Ninetales, especially in lower tier like UU, RU, or NU battles. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Nasty Plot on the following turn. I was gonna go for the Inferno Overdrive, but just in case he switched into this thing, I didn't want to just not pick up any type of KO, so I did predict his switch here and just went ahead and went for the Solar Beam. As I go for the Solar Beam, he will easily go down to the Solar Beam, of course being 4 times effective against him. So I will be going down on the double down here to the Poison. As the sun is up, I will be bringing out my Gigalith here, and as I bring up my Gigalith, that will be able to get back up my Sand. And as I do get up my Sand, I will be able to either go, well, I kind of wanted to just beat this thing down 1v1 as much as I can. I didn't really care to lose anything else, because I'm pretty sure this thing has Flamethrower, so I don't want to bring out my Steelix and my other mon besides that. I believe is what is the other mon? I forget right now. But he can't really beat this Electros 1v1 either, especially not unless it's a free switch 1v1. So I am gonna just take a Giga Drain here, and I'm just gonna keep going for the Rock Slide as we just pretty much beat each other down. The Sand is gonna go ahead and hit him up with a little bit of damage. I will be going down to the Poison there. As I do go down to the Poison, I will be bringing out my Mega Steelix here, because I know for sure I can at least take one Flamethrower, because Electros isn't the greatest special attacker, and on top of that, it's not stab. So I do bring in my Mega Steelix. I pretty much tank a Flamethrower. He does a little bit over half. I go for the Iron Head, then I go ahead and knock him out. He brings back out Jolteon, and here I'm not sure why, but I thought he would go for the Shadow Ball, you know, just trying to knock me out there, but he ends up going for the Thunderbolt, and I believe he said that was a misplay on his part, and I went ahead and went for the Earthquake, of course, and I just went ahead and knocked this thing out. And there's no way I was going to switch there, because at this point in the battle, like, I don't want to lose any more unnecessary health just switching back and forth. So as I do knock out the Jolteon there, he will be bringing in his Florges, going for the Moonblast. Going to be not very effective, and it will not be able to withstand an Iron Head with Sand Force straight on. So I will be able to knock out that Florges there, and I will be able to pick up the KO. I believe the last mon I had was Beware, so yeah, Beware definitely would have took that Thunderbolt not very well. And he probably, yeah, that he maybe thought if I switched into Beware, the Shadow Ball wasn't gonna hit it, then I could have maybe KO'd him with my Beware. But either way, it was a good battle. Misplays everywhere on my part, so I end up lucking that one out. So besides that, if you did like this short battle, it wasn't entirely short, it was kind of intermediate. So if you did like that, I will go ahead, hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe, as I will much appreciate that. There will be 2 videos on the end screen, so see you guys tomorrow. Oh yeah, and don't forget announcement like maybe mid next week or something like that. Okay, see ya.